Hello, good morning, good evening, good night. If I was a Pokemon, I'd be Jimmy Smits. Oh yes. Fishhook attack. Gutted. It's super effective. Urgh! This is Grufflock, your host. You have entered another lock-in. I'm being looked at strangely. There's no surprise there. With me tonight, in the red corner, weighing in at pretty.
Well, we know who that is, though.
It's
Chaos Envy.
AKA
Holy shit, we've gone back in time. Chaos Envy.
AKA
Chaos Envy.
Hey! Hey! Ready to rumble!
Ooh yeah, it's Chaos Envy, yeah.
Chaos Envy, I'm at your father in a cage match. I sent him home crying like a little girl. And in the black corner,
I must crush you.
it's Boris Zap. Joking.
Boris Zarbushkin.
Good Pitbull. Good Pitbull. Seriously, Boris the Tsar Bushkin, greatest thing Mask ever came up with. It is.
It's me, it's Stu, it's Dark Ages. That's one for you, Jeremy.
Or are you pointing out things to the Jer-Bear?
I already mentioned him. I had to. But it wasn't a nasty thing. It wasn't aimed negatively. More of a funny joke. It did. After I typed it, it seemed very negative, though. Bloody took it the right way.
And if anybody hasn't got a clue what you're talking about, we are talking about the Back to the 80s podcast. If you're not listening to it, go listen to it.
Now listen to this first.
Oh, well, listen to us first, of course. I mean,
And then go listen to them.
yeah, I mean, they're only the second best pod. I can't even say that.
Let's face it, Jeremy and Glenn need all the help they can get.
Oh, yes, they're not like us. They just don't have to worry
they have
about
five listeners and two of them are here and two of them are them too. Nobody listens to that show.
I mean, it's like ours then.
Yeah.
Whilst in reality, I want to take tips from them. Bastards. So, we're here with another lock-in.
Aye.
And we've got a big lock-in for you today.
Patrick Bauer.
I was staying away from that one.
I went right for it, you know me.
Speaking of going right for it, I'm going to dive right into
Patrick Bauer.
what have we got that we did not have last time we spoke?
Okay.
Because...
Herpes.
Puppies? Herpes puppies. Puppies with herpes. Babies with rabies? You remind me of the Babe. What Babe? Babe with the power. What power? Power of voodoo. Hoodoo? You do. Remind me of the Babe.
So will you make Brown then? I said who? He said you. I said me. He said yes. I said no.
No, you don't want to go that way. That way
Anyway.
leads straight to that big castle in the middle.
Anyway. What did we get since last we met?
Well, beer.
Yeah. Yay!
We have beer, by the way,
It's a
so...
drunken lock-in. Prepare.
I have shocking news. I actually bought something.
Oh my god.
Which is, if and what I think it is something which I haven't bought yet.
Okay,
Curse
go
his
for it.
eyes.
Go for it, Mr. KNV.
That's your rap name.
Yeah.
No, I don't want to be a rapper.
For sure.
Tough.
I don't like, having to touch my crotch that often.
No, you're Mr. KNV, and I'm D to the A Jizzle.
Ah.
Because I'm Dr. Locke.
Anyway, I didn't.
That's Doctor with a G.
I didn't technically buy something. I traded in half of my possessions at a certain games retailer.
Because that's what you need nowadays. Half of your stuff.
Yeah, to get the War of Cybertron game.
Ah.
You shouldn't drink.
I really shouldn't.
You can't concentrate on presenting and drinking at the same time.
Wow, this delicious, cold, filtered Bex is trying to kill me.
Nice, odd.
Cold filtered death.
Cold, filtered and murderous, the way I like my beer. So yeah, you got the Wolf of Cybertron.
Yes, I did.
I got the Wolf of Cybertron too.
Did you?
I haven't. So shut up.
So
Sorry.
get yourself on Xbox Live so we can do some...
Once we have a house that isn't falling apart that we can go and live in, I'll get the internet in.
Dibs, not Bumblebee.
I want to be Jazz. Because I've recently looked at the G2 profiles for characters.
Right.
And Jazz's motto is Jazz, Bad Company. Which now makes me think of War for Cybertron and Modern
Battlefield
Warfare combined. No.
Battlefield Bad
Battlefield.
Company.
Yeah, that's the one.
Um,
So Jazz, Bad Company.
You will love the Autobot campaign, though.
Haven't got to it yet. Today...
It's just one of the characters. I've already told you. One of the
I know,
characters
I'm ready for it.
you will love.
I'm not going to say
Is it
anything.
Ironhide?
Nope.
Okay.
Although he is cool.
I can say one thing, can I?
Yeah.
Bravo!
Ow. Bit of Warpath.
Yeah.
Bit of Tourette's Transformer action.
Yeah, that's
Known
what
as the
it's called.
TTA. Oh, brilliant.
And he is just screaming that sort of stuff.
Do you know who I've... So far, right, in the game, I'm trying to be careful of what I say here because I don't want to spoil anything for you.
Yeah, because
and I don't want to spoil anything for anybody who hasn't played
I'm not
yet.
going to get it till the day after we record this.
Yeah.
And then I will be on there and you won't see me for anything else. You recording? No, off the time and
it's why I'm going to leave my thoughts on the game. We're not going to really go into the game until next week.
Awesome
So
sauce,
you've
thank
had
you, guys.
a big run of it.
That's appreciated.
But yeah, so far, I have two favourite characters. And they are two characters that I've always liked, but never really liked, you know. One is Brawl. Brawl is awesome. And the second one is Breakdown. I freaking love Breakdown. And that brilliant back and forth between him and Megatron. Some wonderful, wonderful lines. But, anyhow, carry on.
I so want to say so many things, but I can't
Please
because
don't.
it will spoil it for you.
Yeah,
So-
let's leave it till next week. We'll have a proper go at... I might make it a special. Might
Yeah,
do
why
a
not?
Wolf Cybertron special.
As I say, that's the only thing I've got because it's the only thing I could actually trade in stuff to get. So
Also got Red Dead Redemption. Haven't
Good
played
lad.
it yet. Haven't
I
played it
hate
yet.
Grand Theft Auto Horse is one of the finest games ever made.
Grand Theft Horse.
Yeah. Because that's all it is. It's Grand Theft Auto on horses.
Yes. I'm just hoping that at some point the people behind Saints Row and Saints Row 2 just come out with some cowboy game. Which is exactly the same, but more fun. Removes any kind of realism.
You're riding around on a zebra dressed in a neon green font.
Well, I'm thinking more like just sending horses with dynamite strapped to them and firing them off into the distance.
whilst quoting Genghis Khan.
That'll do me nicely.
Job's good.
You've always got to have a bad guy who quotes Genghis Khan.
I want a bad
Or
guy
Rock
who...
Khan.
Just this bad guy wanders out. Khan! What? Nothing. Shut up. No,
Although I
no.
did scare
If we're
some-
going to have somebody quoting medieval style sentences, I demand that it's from Conan.
Sorry, just been reminded of Conan the Musical. It's on YouTube.
I will look it up.
It's the same guys who did the Total Recall one,
Oh, yeah. Aye.
but it's Conan.
The Total Recall one's good.
The chorus is "See your enemies driven before you and hear the lamentations of the women." It's genius.
In my head, it's see the lamentations of the women. But anyhow, is there anything else you've got that you'd like to talk about, Mr. KNV?
K to the envy.
That's a no, isn't it? Ah, I see you bought some tumbleweeds.
It's a nice addition to the room, I
I
thought.
think it tidies the room up a little bit.
Oh, Mr. DeAegis.
It's D to the A jizzle. Carlisle represent. Let's see.
No one should ever represent Carlisle.
Since last we met, I have ventured into the realms of buying GI Joes.
This doesn't surprise me.
I got my first 25th anniversary bat. I say first because I do want about 50. I want big lines of them, like
Sorry.
regimented ranks and Cobra Commander at the front.
Which
Probably the Resolute one because he's got a sword and then it looks like he's going charge,
Yeah.
and then they just go stompy stompy stomp. I also got a
Then you could put magnets in their heads and feet and make them form Cobratron.
no,
Giant throne for Cobra Commander to sit on made out of his bats.
no. I also got another GI Joe. I got a classics one though, one of the old 90s ones. I got Overkill, who is the bat leader. He needs a bit of repair work though.
Yeah.
His rubber band's gone.
Should we
He's
just should we
fine.
put that up as the homework for this show?
Yes. Homework for this show. How the hell do you fix that?
Easy.
Go on then.
You get another one of those little rubber bands, unscrew the back of them.
Oh no, I know that bit. Where am I going to get one of the bands from? Then? Because I don't want to buy 50 gajillion G.I. Joe figures and
No,
have time to
actually-
get one decent rubber band.
No, you could probably go to like a Hoover shop or something like that.
Ah.
You know the belts that they have
Yeah.
on.
No
Hoovers.
homework then.
Alright, screw that.
I'm not saying that you
It'll
know
work.
a standard Hoover belt will work, but they may have some sort of like washer or something like that.
Oh, worth a try.
Oh.
I must admit, I did take apart quite a few G.I. Joes. In
Oh,
my youth.
I did in my youth as well. I remember exactly how to take it off Overkill as well, because you could take his backpack off first.
No,
This is
I
one
just
of the talking jobs.
I've not got much myself. Ongoing issue 8, which I was tempted to bring with me and rip up live on air.
But you should let me read it first, because then I can join it.
It was that good.
Oh, yeah, I want to rip it up so no one else ever has to read it again. Would it be the chili burger you're currently eating?
Yes.
Wow. What else have I got? War for Cybertron, which I don't want to go into much about.
Yeah, rub it in some more, why don't you?
That's really about it. Oh, I bought Arkham Asylum Madness, the new Arkham Asylum one-shot.
Alright.
I went in to get Secret 622 and sold out. So I had to buy that on eBay, which is annoying. And I saw that Sam Keith had returned to the DC universe with an Arkham Asylum one-shot. Sold! I loved me some Sam Keith.
Fair dude.
What's he written?
The Max. Did some Venom stuff, did some Wolverine stuff. He's really cool. Awesome art. Really, really cool art styled as well. He's just cool. He's just... I've got a crap load of Marvel team-ups. And it's every issue is him drawing Ghost Rider. And it's just... love it. So, you got hiccups?
Yep.
Right.
That's how I know it's a really hot burger, because I've got the hiccups.
Yeah. So, should we move on to the Trans Fans Community Watch?
Aye.
Alright.
What's that then?
Well,
That's why we sit outside the community's houses and watch them from the bushes.
I see you, Dave and Andy. What you're doing is wrong.
I was about to say, I mostly spying the women, but okay.
It's Community Watch. I watch those I'm suspicious of. Stop walking on the left side of the street, Jerbear. So, we're going to kick this lot off, because we've got quite a lot to go through, because there is lots of really cool stuff I want to talk about. We're going to start off with Shatterglass Ravage Answers Questions.
Yay!
Have you seen this?
Of course I've seen this.
Have you seen this, Rob? Amos.
I don't think I have.
KNV.
I'll send you the Facebook friends link.
Yep. Basically, Shatterglass Ravage answers your questions. If you go to www.formspring.me/SGRavage, you ask a question and Shatterglass Ravage answers it. It's great.
In all of his awesomely lolcatty way.
Everything that we're going to talk about here is going to go up as a link in the forum. So, there's not really much else you can say about that. It's so cool.
It is awesome. Some of the answers are really well done.
So the next thing we're going to talk about, and I don't know if you two actually did your homework and looked at this, Thew's Awesome Reviews.
We're in trouble.
Yeah. I never did my homework at school either.
You're grounded.
Forgot about it.
You are grounded.
Fuck you.
Oh, okay. If you go to www.youtube.com/user/Barutazaru.
The link's up on the forums.
It's up on the forums. But yes, go have a watch of Thew's Awesome Reviews. They're awesome!
Hence it's in the title.
Yes, the clue is in the name. Basically, he does a 3-minute review, usually to death metal, usually filled with Death Clock references.
Awesome.
He's just really cool.
I'm gonna have to go check this out now. The mere mention of Death Clock means I have to rapidly go
I'm
there.
trying to think. I think it's Sky. No, one of the Seekers anyhow. Skywarp keeps butting in and talking to him, and every transformation sequence he does sped up with various bits of metal, apart from Bludgeon, who, when transforming at high speed, gets a very, very nice hills are allowed with the Sound of Music style because he's metal enough already.
Brutal.
No, it is. It's brutal. It's really brutal.
Yes, I will go check that out. I'll do my homework.
So if you haven't seen Thu's awesome reviews, go see Thu's awesome reviews because they're awesome. Do you want to take the next one?
What's the next one?
Rodimus?
Oh yes, it was brought to my attention about a Transformers animated spotlight, Rodimus Minor, which is completely fan made.
Yeah.
And is kind of awesome. If only because it features Lockdown.
and there's Oil Slick. Really like Oil Slick turning up in the background.
Well, the basics of it, without spoiling it for everybody, is Rodimus wants to chase down Team Striker.
Yep.
Get some payback. Jazz, of all people, suggests a certain bounty hunter. And excitement happens.
I must admit, I did find it funny that Blaxploitation Bot was just written so Blaxploitation.
Yeah.
It was hilarious.
I'm still surprised he suggested Lockdown. I thought he'd be pissed with him since he killed his master.
Oh well.
Meh.
But this is something I really, really liked. I like this style of artwork as well. I know you're not a fan of the colours on it, but I like the idea of taking the animated style and, for all intents and purposes, G2ing it up, making it dark. Making it dark and gritty. For those wondering why I just said sorry, I just kicked Chaos Envy
He deserves it.
in the face. Ooh!
Because he's pretty. Oh, so pretty.
Even when I kick him, he just gets prettier. Doesn't make any sense. Just broken his jaw. Flowers coming out of his face.
He affects the broken faith man.
So far to him.
I will do rude things with him. Ooh, sugar.
Okay.
I can't move any further away.
Not yet.
Ooh, baby.
He'll make you. And you start playing Bucking Bronco.
Bit of banjos.
Square for my boy.
Back
So,
to
yeah.
the spotlight.
Yeah, I completely lost where I was. So, yeah, it's...
I think you were basically saying, I love G2, anything slightly attached to G2 I will bum.
No. The UK comics were terrible.
Yeah.
The animated series was terrible.
Well, animated
Do not
series.
diss the Cybernet Space Cube.
Oh, as you called it last week, the Cybernet Sky Cube.
Yeah, because I was
Which I didn't
excited.
actually realise until I was editing it.
I didn't think until I listened to it. Because I was thinking of Skynet. Because I said Cybernet and it set me off with Skynet, so I said Sky Cube.
The Skynet Cybercube.
Yeah.
Wow.
Come with us as we review all the terrible bits of all four Terminator movies. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, there's a bit.
So that's Terminator 3 then.
Yeah. Strangely not Terminator 4. I watched that the other week and I quite enjoyed it.
Salvation.
Yeah.
Really enjoyed Salvation. I thought,
Enjoyed it more than I thought I would.
some nice little cameo towards the end.
Yeah, even
Not
if it
a
was
true cameo, but
Yeah.
good. Very good. So yeah, is there anything else anyone else wants to say about the quite awesome Transformers animated Spotlight Rodimus?
More, please.
Yeah, well, I mean, these just the first few pages. There is going to be a full comic apparently.
Cool.
So, yay!
I did, I think it was up on DeviantArt, wasn't it?
Yeah, it is.
I did enjoy-
TFAspotlight.deviantart.com.
I enjoy the sort of thing of Rodimus just kind of keeps sort of looking at what's his face, the bounty hunter.
Lockdown.
Lockdown,
Come on,
and
man.
he just keeps getting that thing of, am I really supposed to be trusting you? And then when he sort of double crosses him, and he's just like, yeah, I saw that one coming.
Though somebody did raise, I can't remember where it was, or I read it. Somebody did raise a very interesting point with Lockdown. That his use of abilities may mean that he used to be an Autobot.
Yes.
And I like that even more.
Yep. Autobot gone renegade.
You'll do for me.
What did you think of First Aid? A little random design for First Aid.
Oh god, yeah. I quite liked it. Because you've got to think there is more medics.
Yeah.
And we've already seen 2.
I really like the fact that First Aid's got the same little symbol on that Ratchet has.
But he's got his G1 face.
Yeah. It's slightly elongated.
Yeah. Well, it's got to be slightly animated, so it means more chin.
More chin!
It's almost like Derek J. White sat there going, I've got a fever, and the only cure for it is more chin.
I've got a need for the chin, and it starts today.
For those who don't know what I'm referencing, just search Christopher Walken, more cowbell. I got a fever.
Shall we move on to the next interesting thing?
By all means.
Marvellous. What about some Allspark Almanac preview pictures of stuff that probably won't be in the book? But it's awesome.
Yeah. Anything that says has Allspark Almanac connected to it is awesome.
I, of course, talk about the sketches and designs that went up on TFW and T-Formers last week, which involve a awesome wheelie.
Yeah.
He is awesome
Weird.
because he looks like Scooter.
Yeah, somebody said about that.
Yeah. It's just, yeah, looks like a robot. An awesome little Jetfire head design.
Yeah, which looks kind of cool.
A Pharaoh's head, which I think is meant to be
that's supposed to be
Mirage.
Yeah.
Awesome old cup.
I don't know how much I like that old cup. He looks almost too old for my liking.
I like him because the way his eyes are, I can just imagine him with his little stabby thing he has in his hand. That's what he looked like after he's just killed Outback.
Outback was an accident, didn't kill. Oh, did he?
I could have saved him if only I would have stopped stabbing. If I just stopped cutting, he would still be alive today. A weirdly awesome picture of Pack Rat, isn't it? Pack Rat and
Yeah, it's Victory Leo by the looks of it because of the guns.
Yep.
Awesome. More Japanese references in animated stuff, please.
A pig-faced fan zone.
I thought it was meant to be like cat-faced.
Is it cat?
That's what it looks like to me.
It looks like a pig to me.
That's why I hate machines. Rawr.
Just the one next to the giant cat. I'm seeing a boar.
Yeah.
I see a tiger. Like Thundercats Captain Fanzone.
Thunder Zone. Highway to the Thunder Zone.
Stop it.
Okay.
I'll throw one of his chips at you.
Yeah, no chips. No chips
One
to
of
the
his
face.
jalapenos from his spicy burger.
My eyes! Spicy eyes! Tiny Sentinel Prime and Crimzik with a surfboard.
Yes!
Excellent.
More Crimsic with random items, please.
What are your thoughts on such illustrious illustrations?
I like it. I would have loved to have seen more characters in the animated style. Such as, just because they've put Victory Leo there, I now want to see Star Saber and Victory Leo.
Please. Please.
More Japanese guys.
Yes, please.
Overlord.
Please. No, that would be so good.
Yeah, voiced by Tim Curry.
I'm telling you. Tim Curry needs to be the one voicing Overlord. Overlord.
Fair dues.
Need it.
But yeah, I really like him.
Mr. KNV. K to the E to the Veni. What are your thoughts? You're not a fan of the animated aesthetic at all, though, are you?
No, not really. I must admit, I don't like the cup.
So I'll bother with the cup then a bit. If you do.
It looks like he's got a broken leg for one.
He probably does.
Yeah.
I mean, if my leg was that shape, I would be pulling the face that he's pulling. But no, his face does look way too old. He doesn't look like he's an old warrior. He looks like he's an old age pensioner.
Yeah. And everybody knows my feelings on those.
He looks
Get
like
into the fire. We shall reconstitute your meat for dinner.
He's less kind of, aged soldier and more kind of Abe Simpson.
Yeah, okay.
Like he invented the onion.
Yeah.
It's a very Abe Simpson line, is that you? I'm sure at one point that he says he invented the onion.
I quite like the cat bot. That's quite cool.
Victory Leo.
You know my feeling on the chins in animated.
Yeah, but as I say, I've got a feeling.
You're missing something out here, though. What about the Macross style Jetfire head?
That is just the original Jetfire head,
Yeah.
though.
Yep.
Just animated
Yeah,
version of
there's
the
nothing
toy,
much to it.
Yeah,
Chin's bigger.
the chin is a bit bigger. But no, if they'd done something cool with it, then I'd be all over it. But they've just drawn the original Jetfire head. I do like the wheelie though.
The wheelie is awesome.
I just think
I know,
that's
I do.
quite
Can
funny
I have
because
another look at it when you finish?
the amount of people who hate wheelie and the amount of people who hate GoBots, it's like it's bringing them all together.
Everybody hates Wheelie,
into one
everybody hates
community.
Scooter.
I
That-
think
Put 'em
that's
together.
beautiful.
Screw Transformers Prime. I want to see everyone hates Wheelie.
And I don't know what the fuck the Pharaoh bot is.
Yeah,
We think it's Mirage.
I'm pretty certain it's Mirage because that's usually what his head's like.
Yeah, it's gay though.
Well, it's Mirage. What you expect?
Are you gay for Mirage?
No,
Are you gay for Justice?
no,
I should really explain that, shouldn't I?
yeah.
I almost bought a Justice League book the other day because I misread the title.
Because you thought it said "gay for justice."
It said "Cry for Justice." I saw it out the corner of my eye, span around and went, "I'm having that!" Because anything called "Gay for Justice" automatically had my interest. I was very disappointed when I actually turned around and saw its true name. Oh well. Sticking with the animated theme, not that we were, because we'd moved on to "Gay for Justice."
Bummers for justice.
Do I have to cut all this out?
Yeah.
Moving on,
No,
keeping with the animated style.
because that would be a very open and very forward-thinking television show.
Yeah.
Gay for Justice.
Yeah.
Or Bummers for Justice.
Yeah.
God.
Just because they're homosexual doesn't mean they can't fight crime
Yeah,
in a future time.
yeah. Stop holding them back.
Yeah.
Can I move on now?
Yeah, if you want.
Thank
Possibly.
you. Sticking with the animated design, did anyone see Marauder Megatron?
Yes, I want this.
Oh god, yes please.
I want this
Is that-
as animated
is that what-
Fallen.
This is Marauder Megatron with his Beast Machine's head.
That's where I recognised it from.
Oh yeah, it's Beast Machines through and through.
But it makes me think Fallen
Did
as
you
well
say
because of the grip.
animated?
Yeah. That was,
Yep, that's animated.
But it is the prototype for what Megatron was going to be originally, wasn't it?
Yep.
Really? Because
Yep.
that doesn't look animated to me.
I think they still may have been working on the Transformers Hero.
Yeah, because that was what was coming
Section,
beforehand. Was
yeah.
it was Hero. Some of the sketching
And
designs
he-
for that look really nice.
He looks badass.
I want to see him released, and I want him called Overlord.
I want him released as a Fallen
Yeah, animated Fallen.
because that first grill reeks of Fallen for me.
Yeah.
I said that's what I thought at first. You thought Beast Machines, but I thought Fallen. I think that'd be awesome.
I'd agree. I really would.
You know what I'm thinking with that head?
Even just a generation Fallen. You know. Oh, sorry, the term I'm using now, Chug Fallen.
Chug.
Yeah, because it covers classics, hentai,
Hentai?
Henkei. I keep getting them mixed up.
Yeah,
Universe,
do not be going on
yeah.
eBay looking for hentai.
It's Henkei.
Look,
It's got a K in it.
Gente. It makes life much
Yeah,
easier.
but it's Chug.
Chug.
Yeah, classics.
Henkei?
Henkei, nearly. Universe and Generations.
Yeah.
Oh, and Gente now.
Yeah, so it's Chug.
It's Chug.
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 You know,
Chug.
you know what this actually makes me think of, this face?
What's that?
Net result, 4 trapped turtles. Oh, I made it funny. It's the shredder.
Oh, it is. It's,
Yep, Shreddertron.
oh, jeez. I need to get that kid back and put some blades on his arms. That result for Trap
Yeah.
Turtles.
Problem is that's never going to get any kind of release.
That's such a show because it's such a nice figure.
Oh, it's beautiful.
All we need, though,
It's going to go in the draw with the Beast Wars Unicron. It's never going to come out.
all we need, though, is
It's a little energon and a lot of luck.
8 other guys. You know, I'm sure we can get it.
Are you...
So you're saying something along the lines of Grufflox 11?
Yeah.
I get to be Brad Pitt.
Okay. Chaos Envy gets to be the tiny Chinese athletic dude.
Yay!
Now we need 2 brothers.
And Matt Damon.
Matt Damon. We apologise if you're listening to this podcast, Matt Damon. We do think you're a good actor. We just think that bit in Team America is fucking hilarious.
Yep, and apparently he's annoyed with it.
Really?
Yep.
There's a shocker.
Because they didn't ask him to do it himself.
Really?
Yes.
Oh,
He
you
would have
genius.
gladly, apparently, gone and done that himself.
That's genius.
I was reading an interview about it.
Oh, that is awesome.
Every day that passes, Matt Damon gets that little bit cooler.
Baby.
And if you haven't seen the song for "I'm Fucking Matt Damon,"
Yes.
go and see it. 'Cause
And then,
it
see
proved-
the follow-up of I'm fucking Ben Affleck.
He's fucking Ben Affleck.
Oh, I'm sorry, but my favourite Matt Damon moment has to be from James Silent Bob Strike Back. With the whole thing of, yeah, let's just remember who talked who into Dogma. You're like a fucking child. What do I tell you? You do the safe picture, then you do the artsy picture. Then you gotta do the comeback picture because your friend says you owe it.
Looks to camera.
It's just that look to camera. And then there's the classic lion face. Rah!
Lemon face. Ooh, lion
Break
face.
it down.
Ah. Weirdly enough, every now and again, I just burst into lemon face, lion face.
All
Can't
of
help it. I hate that film and I can't help myself.
How do you hate that film?
After a while, knob jokes stop being funny.
Yeah, but John Elizabeth doesn't stop being sexy.
No, neither does Elijah Duskett.
Well, this is true.
In skin tight PVC.
I didn't say I hated all the film.
All I'm going to say is, oh no, what are we going to do now? It's still one of my favourite bits in that film.
Affleck, you the bomb and
Phantom
Phantom Joe.
Oh, I got a 215. Oh, that Affleck.
I didn't
No, because I wasn't with a hooker today.
Ah!
Do you get the feeling that that's actually Michael Bay? Good at TF3. TF3! Quickly, get the hooker out of Michael Bay's caravan.
That's how
I
they
haven't been filming a hooker today.
That's how they
I blew one up though.
That's how they recast the part, wasn't it?
Well, it got
The hooker from his trailer.
oh, what the?
Ouch.
Sorry.
She was smoking. Oh, that was ridiculous.
All
No,
I'm going to say is, make it quick, make it sexy, and when you're finished, I want to say, ooh, what a lovely tea party.
That's reminded me of what I have changed my text message tone to now.
Now, on a side note, because we are going to go back on it, the dude who plays the security guard is also in a film called Office Space, and he's brilliant in that as well.
Okay.
What would you do with $1 million? 2 chicks at the same time. Really? Is that all you do? It's the kind of money I need for 2 chicks at the same time. He's genius in it. He's in it for about 10 minutes, and he's freaking genius.
No,
Fair
it
dues.
just this conversation just reminded me of what I need to change my message tone to.
What, 2 chicks at the same time?
No. Don't fuck with the Jedi Master, son.
See, that's why I hate that film.
What?
That entire sequence just... Oh, I actually found it embarrassing.
Really?
Yeah, I can't stand it.
Not even, you didn't even laugh at the crack, 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 crack.
No, that was funny. No, just the "Hey kids, it's Mark Hamill."
Just taste the booger flavor. I know it.
The final part of this great big community watch that we've got.
Is it my favourite part?
It is. I've saved it till the last. In fact, do you want to take this entire sequence?
Yeah,
there you go. It's all yours.
Because I'm the one who got you guys to read it.
Yep.
In the first place. The wonderful guy that is David over on Short Pact started just because he was going to BotCon and inevitably it means he has to do quicker strips. He does like sketchbook stuff for the week he's when. Usually it's just random comments. But this time he did Shattered Glass Ravage goes to BotCon.
Awesome.
They send him to a new dimension. His first words are, "Oh hi, new dimension. Do you see me waving?" I loved it. For those who don't know who Shattered Glass Ravage is,
You are
shame on
stupid.
you. Shattered Glass Ravage is basically if you put a lolcat into a Transformer's body. Because he speaks in lol chat and he's always on his Twitter feed posting where he is. Like, yeah, he's sitting there, Ravage Kitty, hi, H-A-I, does anyone see me? Do you see the white jaguar up in the fountain waving?
Does he have his own wireless connection or does he have to use an internet phone?
I think he's got his own wireless connection.
Even in the Shattered Glass universe, Wi-Fi is about.
Yeah. I think that the first one sums it up brilliantly, though. Because Shattered Glass Galvatron sends him through to stop Wheeljack, who's escaped. And Cliffjumper goes, I hope he gets stuck there forever. You've got Galvatron in the background and Starscream goes, Cliffjumper! And then the next panel is the pair of them with their fingers crossed going, please. It is so brilliantly awesome, and if you don't already read Short Pact, you really should.
That I second wholeheartedly.
Because the guy is awesome.
I must admit, I think the security guard is brilliant.
The security guard finds him, and he says he needs backup, so he changes into a tape. He goes to carry him, he transforms, and he just goes, psych! But it's exclamation mark, exclamation, it's like 4 exclamation marks and a 1.
Actually, the bit I was referring to was before that.
Oh yeah, it is the ultimate bit. Whereas the security guard says, there you are, we got you now. And he goes, Scrap, how you find me? Updated 30 seconds ago, Ravage Kitty, I am totally over by the dealer table. Lamar, security will never find me, lol. To which Ravage just goes, you friended me. And he has the same face as the smiley.
It's the one where he finds the actual Ravage figure. And he's trying to get his face into the same expression.
Oh, MSG, this face hurts. How does he hold it like that all the time? Bass! Yeah, so this is my evil alternate universe counterpart. He's all scowly. Upside down, unhappy smiley. Oh, dear. He is awesome. I love Shatterglass Ravage.
Yeah.
If I only had to have one thing from the BotCon set, it would be Shatterglass Ravage.
Told you, I'll go half as with you.
I still think I'd be paying too much. I'd be paying too much anyway.
Get 40 quid for what is basically a mini-con. Perhaps not, Sarge.
But it's probably going to be the cheapest way of getting him, because there's no way I'm going to get Glit nowadays.
Oh god, no.
And if I did, that's going to be through the teeth.
Yeah.
Notice for anybody who's bringing a stall and auto assembly. Bring Shatterglass Ravage off Glit, make him a reasonable price, and you've got yourself a sale, good sir. Oh, madam.
He'll even sell Rob for half price.
I'll offer Rob. I can exchange for Rob's.
I can have Shatterglass Ravage now, yes?
And then I would just leave him. I would purposely go get a shirt, put him in my top shirt pocket, and try and post, I ain't sitting in a shirt pocket, do you see me? I am the one who's waving.
Right, sure. Unless anyone's got anything else that they've seen that you want to move on, do you want to talk
Don't
about?
think so.
No.
We'll move on to this month's underrated robot of the month.
Yes!
So,
Time to make it 2-0, boys and girls.
right, are we ready for this? Because I think we've all, well, I don't know about Mr. K Envy. I hope he's prepared.
Oh, I am.
Good. I'm glad you read the show notes.
There was no.
Yes, I did tell you.
Oh,
So, Mr. D to the Aegis.
I'm telling you, it's dark and jizzle.
I'm not calling you anything with the word jizzle in it.
For my second in a row winning underrated robot of the month, because I'm going there.
Yep.
I am going with Rook from G2 Marvel Comics.
G2 Rook.
Yeah, mostly because this is the guy that Jack just nearly kills numerous times. He still raises all the points of maybe you shouldn't do this, you giant cockwad. He doesn't say it, but you know he's thinking it.
Yeah.
And then at the end, grasses into the Liege Maximo, basically.
Yeah.
I don't think Rook gets enough love.
Fair enough. Okay.
Because I honestly think he's one of the highlights of G2.
So, Mr. K to the E to the NVE. What's your choice?
Firstly, my choice is to have you never call me that again. It's quite scary. I was sort of like in a crunch with two of them.
Right.
I flipped a stew.
You flipped a stew?
Yeah.
Did he come heads up or tails up?
Either way, it hurt a bit.
Did you use some kind of stew pult?
I think that's a personal question. I don't think I should answer that on the grounds it could incriminate me.
Good man.
Okay.
But I am going to go for long tooth.
Long tooth?
Good man.
Alright.
Just because you know, any bot who goes batshit crazy and thinks he's Captain Ahab deserves respect.
Fair enough. Okay. Excellent.
No, I think it's an awesome choice.
To be honest with you, I've got nothing to say to that because I'm astounded that you've dragged Longtooth out. who, if memory serves me right, turned up in one comic, and in that comic he was mad.
Yeah. He has featured briefly in the IDW as a Spark.
Yeah.
But yeah, he literally was in that one comic.
What was he
Turned to
in?
kill a whale. Yeah, he was.
Was he in the prison?
Yeah, he was on Gareth 9.
It's probably because he was trying to kill a giant whale again.
Yeah. It's Spotlight RC, but yeah, he's
Are you feeling better, Longtooth? Are you going to stop killing whales? Yes. Now take me to a sea planet. Okay.
It's because of my shell, honest.
Well, he is
A battle beast for all intents and purposes.
his pretender shell is a sodding.
Cybernetic walrus.
Yeah.
Cuckoo.
I am the walrus.
No, I am kind of jealous. As we were discussing, I did say if he didn't take it, I would do it next month because that is an awesome one.
See,
So that leaves us with you.
right now, I thought long and hard about this. Right?
Magic Bower.
Oh, jeez. I originally tried my best to think which Firecon do I want to put in. But I don't think I could take the heartbreak if none of the Firecons won.
Oh, I have a plan for you.
Yeah?
But we'll discuss it off air.
Okay.
I think I know what this plan is already. And I say yes.
So, instead, I'm going for something else. It kind of follows on from yours, unfortunately. I can't help myself.
When he says yours, he means me.
Sorry.
People listening can't see who you're looking at.
Or pointing at!
Yes.
Dramatically. So I'm taking an idea from Mr. Dark Ages, Mr. Stew, and I'm going for the G2 comics. And I'm going to go for Mindset.
Oh, yes.
Mindset, who may or may not have been Onslaught's brother.
Yes. Or Spawn from Onslaught.
Or
some
whatever.
connection.
Yeah. So that's mine. So, they're the choices we've got. G2 Rook, Longtooth from G1, and G2 Mindset. Vote for them on the forums. And this time, if you can, please write down why you want them to win.
Oh, yes.
We'd like to see your reasoning and what you think of these characters.
The following answers can be used because Stu is awesome.
And don't forget, bribery is allowed.
Bribery is allowed, but I think it's about time somebody bribed Rob.
Yes. You hear that, boys? Rob wants a good bribing.
Notice how I don't say anything on that one. Didn't feel the need.
I'm just staying out of this because anything I say, I feel Adam could twist it to make it sound worse.
Magic Bower.
Twisted. So yeah.
Anything else we need to mention?
Although
Yep.
I will say
There's something I keep thinking of and I
There
can't
is
remember.
something. There is something that we were going to
There's
mention.
something
Do you know what?
important.
I don't think we should. I can't really be bothered.
No, just give that Nightbeat to me.
Yeah. Alright then. In fact, no, because Rob actually put a picture up. So I think Rob should have it.
No, Rob
Yay!
did it, but I posted it.
Oh, I'll tell you what,
we'll share it then.
should we just...
Yay! You get the box.
Should all three of us just share it out between ourselves? We'll just
Yeah.
pass it week to week.
Yeah, so you get it for 2 days, and then you've handed over the next person. Then everybody gets it a third day every 3 weeks.
That sounds like a plan.
How do you want to do it then? Do you want to go through them all, say what you liked off them? Or should we just mention the winner? Or should
I
we...
think we should
Should we go for who was the runner-up and then the winner? Just to get that suspense.
Yeah, why not?
Alright then. Alright, so there was a runner-up.
Yeah.
There was someone... Unfortunately, that runner-up didn't win anything. But tell you what, that runner-up gets a trophy. A big shiny trophy. Because the runner-up was Tricky.
The trophy will live with us.
Yep. Tell you what, Tricky, give us your address, I'll send you a trophy.
It'll be one of those Transformers Hall of Fame ones from Bocon.
No, I was actually going to get one of the knockoff Combaticons that are currently in Poundland, spray paint him gold and stick him to a stand.
Nice!
So, Tricky, send us your address over the PM and we'll get you a second place trophy sent.
Knockoff Transformer trophy.
Yeah, we'll get that sent to you. I might even let it dry before I put it in the envelope.
Why bother?
So yeah, Tricky was the runner-up.
Yeah.
So, moving on, the listener questions.
Yeah, it's leaving it suspense even more, son. Well done.
I'm just a bastard, really, aren't I?
Yeah.
You've been taking lessons from me.
So I'm
proud.
Alright then. So moving on, I'm going to go to the toilet now. I'll let you talk amongst yourselves and...
Oh, the Ratties is having fun. Hello, Ratties.
So, listener questions?
Go wash your hands, you filthy bastard.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Can't believe that. Every time.
Why you didn't flush either?
Flushing.
Told you.
This is just getting embarrassing. It really is.
Will people realise our special effects?
How do you flush? Because I mean,
Should we just announce the winner
it's a
already?
weird thing having a bedroom in your toilet, and I can't find the handle.
Oh, he pooped on the sheets again.
Oh, not again.
He's worse than a cat.
All right. Okay, who wants to mention? Who wants to say?
Well, you do. You're
All right. Okay. So,
the egomaniac.
no, I'm not going to stretch this out any further. Right, the winner of the Nightbeat competition. I bet he's really, really hanging on here. I bet he's on the corner
I
of
bet
it.
everybody is.
And I apologise if I'm mispronouncing this.
It's Duggingers! Yeah!
It's Chaos Envy! The winner of the Nightbeat competition is Asir. Asir. S-E-A-E-Asir.
Dude with Universe Blades is his avatar.
Yes. A-E-S-I-R, I think it
I'm
is.
going to go on the forums tonight and change his username to that.
Oh, okay. So yeah, Asir, if you send me your name and address, we will send you a Nightbeat. A TFCC Nightbeat.
Which you cannot even get anymore now.
Nope, all sold out.
Fool!
So there you go.
Yeah,
That's the end of our first competition.
Yay! Let's not do another one for a while. I'll do one where we can win.
Well, we'll have another one coming up shortly. I'm working on the prize now. I don't want to say anything because until things are confirmed, I don't want to say anything.
That's fair.
So, yeah.
Yeah, so we may or may not be doing another competition at some point.
Oh, we'll definitely be doing a competition because I've got something to give away now. But I want to wait to see if we can get this other prize first because I think it's a better prize.
Fair do.
So the third competition we do is going to be the booby prize.
No, the third competition that we do will be something else. But for the idea I have in my head, we'll not talk about this now.
Yeah.
We'll talk about it later because it's quite difficult to explain without explaining it.
Yeah.
So, shall we move on to the listener questions?
By all means.
Marvellous.
You've been talking to him for a while. Do you want me to do them, Pike?
If you can read my writing, feel free. Start with the tricky. Because
Start with Tricky.
as Mr. Chaos Envy has asked us to do.
Now that is an awesome question, Tricky. If you were G1 Optimus Prime for a day, what would you do?
I would make a long-winded speech and then die.
And then come back.
No, that'd be the next day.
Oh.
Strangely, that kind of ties into what I would do as G1 Optimus Prime for the day. I would try not to die.
I, on the other hand, would quite simply take your face.
That's not G1.
It doesn't matter.
It would just confuse people.
Yeah.
Give me your food!
Tell you what I'd do. I will get on my horse and I'll drink my milk. I hope that answers your question, Tricky. No, in fact, no. I'm taking that answer back. I would work out where that frickin' trailer goes.
And post it on the internet.
Indeed.
The trailer goes into null space. Wow!
There's a monkey in here.
Crocodile monkey. Okay. I can't read your writing on the name here.
Greenwich mean.
I was agreeing with you. GWM. Now I
Yeah.
understand it. Yeah. There's 3 questions here.
Hey, it's a pair of your two faults. You said ages ago when I said, hang on, you already meant to post 2 questions maximum. You said, just let them post as many as they like.
Saying that, it does mean that we have 4 questions this week.
Yes.
Post more questions, you swines.
Yeah, go on. Including you, Killjoy. Whatever you... I think it's Killjoy. Notice him turn up.
Yes.
He snuck on there. He didn't even put in anything in the welcome.
Put anything in a welcome thread.
No, nothing in the welcome thread. It's like he doesn't want to talk to us.
It's upsetting. Anyway,
we did get a date advert in the welcome thread though. That was a bit scary.
Did we?
Yeah, somebody posted like on the welcome thread. It was almost like he was on a singles website. You know who you are.
Yes,
maybe I posted my profile on the wrong page.
Yes, I did see that. Sexy.
Anyway,
none of us like long walks or drinking pina coladas, just so you know.
We like sitting down and drinking beer.
Yep.
And recording our own voices. Go through thick thing.
Because of the fact that Sexy man, sexy man.
I'm just a boy toy. Sexy boy.
Anyway,
Dude, stop doing those stretches like that. That's just wrong.
Sorry.
I'm
These are
still
your
answering
underpants.
questions.
I'm stretching in Rob's underpants.
Ah!
Go for it.
It'd be fine if I wasn't doing all these lunges. So it's from Greenwich Mean. All these free are. We will get to your questions at some point when we stop being crazy. Yeah, right. What do you think is the most overrated property that has many fans? Also, what about underrated property?
Jeez, overrated property.
Is that within Transformers or just in general? Like in the world as it is?
I don't know.
Let's do both. Let's see what's
The most overrated Transformers property.
Yeah, and then we'll do just most overrated property
Okay,
in general.
we'll go around for overrated property, and then we'll go around for in general.
I get the feeling overrated property is going to be the same thing. Twilight?
Nope.
No?
I was actually going to go football in general.
Ooh.
Ooh.
I am so sick of football.
At this point, yes.
No, it's not just the fact that it's on the telly all the time.
Mm.
I mean, I cheered and laughed till I cried when I found out that people missed the England goal.
Oh, that was
because
harsh.
because of the advert on.
I was at work, and the service user I was working with that day wanted to watch the football. So I watched the football with him, and it was the England-Germany match. And I have never in my life got that behind a game. Because, dear God, it was great just watching Germany wipe the floor. And honestly, England at that point were a mop, and they were being wiped.
I mean,
Yeah.
to be honest, I understand people wanting to get behind that country for some reason.
Yeah.
But when it's a bunch of overpaid pretty boys who fall over and go, "Oh, I need 5 months out fully paid," you know, that's just fucking wrong. If you want to get behind your country, get behind something proper.
Yeah, I agree.
Football is just.
If you're going to get behind this country, get behind the parties that's trying to get the BNP out of power.
Or just don't give.
But I'm not going to get
footballers
into my
huge
political
wages,
views.
You know, because if they love the game so much, they should do it after their part-time job.
Yeah.
Mr. Gruff, your choice then?
You're going to hate me for this.
Go on.
The Matrix.
Fair dues.
I
I'm
can't.
not the massive fan of it. It's Jay you've got to deal with.
Ugh.
I'm about this.
I can't freaking stand those films. The
Fair
first one is bloody awful. The second one is worse. The third one is actually so bad it's brilliant. My favourite.
Third one has Knuckle Up.
Third one has Captain Hardass in a mech suit, right? Which is just brilliant.
That's what I mean.
And it also has bad editing, which makes it look like one of those big ship things lands on a child's face.
Yes, it does.
Also, the ending is stupid. Keanu Reeves' acting when he gets blinded is so funny, I actually wept. In fact, I could spend hours just talking about my list of problems with those
But
films.
let's not.
No.
Hugo Weaving's still badass.
Yes, he is. The reason I'm not going for Twilight
Go on.
is because Twilight has to be the single funniest way to weed out morons.
Have you heard the latest crack with it as well? Mm-hmm. That Robert Pattinson indirectly is related to Dracula.
His name is not Robert Pattinson. His name is Iron Face. For his face has been ironed flat.
I'm going to make my point though.
Yes, carry
The
on.
fact that somebody has been... I don't know who's done this. It's either been some crazy fan or somebody's been really bored one day, or it's a PR company, and found out that he's indirectly related to Dracula.
To Vlad the Impaler.
Yeah.
Not the fictional character Dracula, because
Yeah, well, you know what I
I
mean.
can see some problems with that one. He's related to a book.
That would explain the face.
Do you think someone just went up to him and said, "Put your face in the book"?
Actually, they did actually do a good joke on that on Xbox Live.
Yeah.
On the latest sent you a message because one of them had been away to E3,
Mhm.
and he says, "Oh, how was Los Angeles?" He says, "Oh, great. Went to the game show, hung out on the beach," and then I can't remember who he. It's like either the director, producer, or could have been even the writer of the book. That's how much I know about this franchise.
Good lad.
He says, such and such came up to me and asked me to write the next 15 Twilight films. And then he's making his notes. What do you think would be more in? A raver Frankenstein or a rapping mummy?
Rapping mummy.
I had idea of a raving mummy, to be honest with you.
Just
think about those limbs.
Body popping.
Oh,
Doing the robot. Not
bits
even
popping
trying.
off.
It's the most overrated Transformers property. And underrated.
Dreamwave.
G1.
Yeah.
I'd second that.
Because I've watched it again and I see its flaws.
Oh God, there are. Yeah.
And it's full of it. There's
Yeah.
animation mistakes. It's action adventure of the week.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I see its flaws, but I still
be
like
totally
it
honest
to a
with
certain
you.
extent. I think because of truck, not monkey people.
Yeah.
The G1ers.
Yeah. Yeah. You see, I was going to say Dreamwave, but I think you're absolutely right. Because to be totally honest with you, I've got every season of G1.
Yeah.
I watched season 3 quite a lot. I can't remember the last time I watched a season 1 or 2 episode.
They do drag a bit. I tried watching it again and couldn't get into it.
Love the movie still. Can watch that on a regular basis.
Oh, there are odd episodes.
I have difficulty in watching.
In general, it's aged. And
Yeah.
I don't think it's aged very well.
No.
I think I could still watch the opening 3-parter.
More than Meets the Eye.
Actually, yeah, More Than Meets the Eye is still quite good.
Possibly the couple of episodes that's Megatron's Master Plan. But I do,
2 cities!
I do actually.
I think that's Megatron's Master Plan.
Yeah.
I can't remember.
It is.
Burger.
I do have. I did have all of them. By not so legal means.
I'd like to point out I bought them all.
Yep, as have I. Mine are in a fancy tin.
Well, when I
Mine aren't.
got these, that you couldn't buy them.
Right.
This was long ago.
So we're talking about the Action Hour DVDs when they first came out. The 3 episodes of
Yeah.
random stuff. Yeah. Yeah, I remember those dark days.
Yeah, somebody had actually put it all together as a series, and I got it. I watched it, and it was painful.
Right.
It was painful.
Okay, hang on a sec. The More Than Meets the Eye. 3-parter. Megatron's Master Plan. Fair dues. I'm not a fan of that one. Ultimate Doom.
That's good.
Ultimate Doom is very
I'll watch
good.
that again. Dinobot Island as well. Just because.
Yeah.
A, because it's Dinobots, and B, I had that as a kid on VHS and I loved it. That's good, dude.
Plague of
That's
Insecticons.
That's pretty much
Plague-
my reason for Megatron's Master Plan is because I had it as a kid and on video, and I loved it.
Yeah, moving on.
Yeah. So anybody else got overrated Transformers property?
No, I think it's everyone. So,
Underrated.
So we're doing the same. Underrated.
Yeah. I'm going to cause some controversy here.
Yeah.
IDW Micromasters.
Really?
Yeah, because I do like it.
IDW Micromasters.
Sorry, Dreamwave Micromasters.
Right, no, you had us confused for a second.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
'cause
IDW
IDW
the next
Micromasters.
question, so it set me off. Micromasters. I actually quite like it, so fuck you.
I can barely remember it. But then
I don't
again,
care. I enjoyed it.
I've only actually got the first 2 issues of it properly.
Shockwave Puppet Show.
I remember that. I have read all 4, but I can't remember anything.
Yeah. No, I don't know. I just, as much as everybody
I
bashes it and
remember
hates it, I do
being
like it.
quite surprised at how much character they shoved into some of those Micromasters.
Yes.
But I also remember the race at the end of the first issue.
Yeah.
Maybe it's in the second issue.
There are, don't get me wrong, as with most things, I see the flaws.
Mm.
There are some things that are wrong with it. But I just always like the way that they're portrayed as this third group almost that were built by both factions.
Yeah.
And it was a better idea than we've got some tiny robots.
Yeah.
Because, correct me if I'm wrong, but did they ever explain why they were tiny in G1?
Just they use less fuel.
Yeah.
That was it.
Whereas they expanded on it when they did the Dreamwave stuff. They
Yeah.
said both factions trained them, both factions built them, then they had the decision of who they joined.
Yep. Which was a nice idea.
And it also played up nice with the idea that they resented the guzzlers,
Yeah.
as they called them. I just love stuff like that.
Was it at the beginning of the first episode, the first issue?
Yeah, where they're dragging Roadblock out.
Yeah. That was cool.
Roadbuster even.
Roadbuster, yeah. Roadblock. Go to sleep, you little stray sheep.
Too much G.I. Joe. Yeah, when they're dragging him out and one of them dies and they're just like, one of us died for this guzzler.
Yeah.
And you could feel that racial prejudice in it, and I was just always like that. Yeah. Especially when Big Daddy storms in to see Magnus and Fort Max. He's tiny, but he don't give a fuck.
Underrated? Go on. Say G2. Go on.
He knows you want it.
Say Primal Scream. Go on. In fact, no, that thing's not underrated. Say Target 2006. Go on. I dare you. Dare you to say
Target 2006 underrated?
I think it's got exactly the right rating.
I don't know, to be honest.
Do you want to come back to you?
Do you want a cookie?
Yes, I want a
I
cookie.
made you a cookie, but I eated it.
Would you like 15 seconds in the
I'm
crystal
trying
dome?
to think of the stuff that I really, really enjoy in Transformers, but
Everybody else hates.
I think most of the stuff I like is, it's not exactly underrated.
Well, what's your thinking about it? I'm going to say, quite simply, Beast Machines.
Yeah.
I think Beast Machines is vastly underrated.
But I think it's coming back.
Yeah.
I remember
Enough time
it,
has passed now for Beast Machines where...
people are starting to view it more as we viewed it.
Yeah.
Because I remember a discussion between me and you and the King's Head several years ago. And I was saying, I've just got Beast Machines. I think it's really good. And you were like, oh, yeah. And we got into a big discussion about it. And yeah, but as I said, the reason I didn't choose that is because it's coming back round.
Yeah.
People are starting to realise how good it is.
Just say Tempest.
Transformers versus the Avengers. Say that. Just say that and we'll move on.
Issue 4 of the original Marvel run with Spider-Man.
That was awesome!
It really wasn't.
It was awesome!
No, I'm really...
Nazo no convoy.
I'm really...
Go on, say Nazo no convoy. There's nothing quite like a NES game.
No, but the new Masterpiece Sleep Convoy. Say that's underrated.
The Masterpiece movie Starscream that's going to be coming out shortly.
What, the ghost one?
No, the movie one.
What?
The movie Starscream. Have you not
the
seen?
Later Class one?
No, Masterpiece.
What?
There's a Masterpiece... there's a Masterpiece movie Starscream coming out.
That's what I've seen. The next one I knew about was the leader one.
It was on to TF OCC this afternoon.
Oh, I ain't seen it then. I'll have a look when I get home. Gotta remember I've been at work since midday.
Oh, of course you have. Yes.
I've got one.
Tell us then.
Go on. Is it a year?
No.
Stop keeping us in suspendals.
In what?
You heard me.
Suspendors. It's He-Man's latest enemy. Suspendors! I want you to kidnap Prince Adam and suspend him. Megatron, what will that do?
I think
Then you can dunk him in vinegar.
I think Super Ginrai. Underrated.
Super Ginrai is your underrated property.
Yes.
Well,
He was brilliant.
Oh, that's right. You've been watching Master Force, haven't you?
Actually, you know what? I think we should shoehorn one extra in there because they were uncivilizedly shoehorned out as soon as he showed up. The Pretenders in Master Force.
Yes.
We're the main focus. Oh no, here's the
No, we're not. No.
Masters.
Oh, look, Prime's here. Oh, no,
I'll
he's
just
not.
go sit at the base and
Yeah,
solve
I
the
just love Optimus Prime getting in there with a different name.
Oh, I don't want to go too much into that, but because that's something
A
we're going to.
discussion for another
Yeah,
day.
we're coming to that shortly.
And we still
But-
have 2 more questions. To do.
Yeah. Okay, go.
In all seriousness, I can't really think of one because most of the stuff I like is, well, pretty much all the stuff I like in Transformers isn't underrated at all.
Yeah.
Stuff I like to see more of, but it's not exactly underrated.
Okay.
Next question then.
Yep.
What would you like IDW to do next as a miniseries? Obviously, once they finish Ironhide, they're doing Drift.
Yeah.
And then once they've done Drift, they've got.
Yep.
I
Yes.
think I've said this before, but mine would be the Jetfire choosing between Decepticons and Autobot, how
Yep.
his decision comes about, and what the whole thing is about, why he was leading towards Decepticons. As you said, the whole Grimlock thing in there would be quite good as well.
Yeah.
Obviously, a reason of why they kind of hate each other in the Dreamwave stuff.
Yep.
That'd be a nice thing to touch on. And I would, again, I've mentioned it before. I think I'd like to see a Seekers. Think of how Starscream, Thundercracker, and Skywalker came together to have like
Don't forget Acid Storm.
Acid Storm, just to have
Sunstorm.
the same form and everything, and just
Hailstorm.
and just how they decided to be who they were.
Yeah.
Sort of like
I'd
kind
like
of
to
loyal
see that. I'd like to see the Seekers one.
loyal to Starscream, as well as sort of like Megatron sort of thing.
I quite like the War for Cybertron reasoning.
That was quite good.
Mr. Aegis,
Look to my previous question, Micromasters.
you want to see IDW's Micromasters?
Yeah,
That would be awesome because we'd finally get some Gorlam Prime stuff.
I think I can't remember who it was exactly. I'm sure it was on the Moonbase too. They mentioned the same thing, as it would be nice to see them as something other than zombies.
Yes. But if there was going to be a Micromasters miniseries, then it would be on Gorlam
Should be on
Prime.
Golem Prime. It should
And we
be
would
from-
start getting some answers about Gorlam Prime. Because at this point, I don't think we're going to.
And
I think they're
it
gone.
would be after, this is after Jaxus is not controlling them.
Yeah.
This is them living their own lives. This is them, on their
Well-
on their Cybertron.
Do you not get the feeling that everybody on that planet is now a Micromaster? So
Yeah.
I would love to see that because it's a whole other
And then they could do
Did
that
you
as
pronounce that planet as Gorum Prime?
Gorlam.
I was going to say that.
Shit Prime.
Isn't that dumb in Chinese or something?
Well, I thought it was shit.
maybe it is.
Could be Damn Prime. That'd be cool. I want to go to a planet called Damn Prime. Damn Prime!
Because in Firefly they use Gorum as sort of like damn, don't they?
Yeah.
And they always swear in Chinese.
Mandarin, yeah.
Anyway, but it would also be cool if they kind of went, oh well, this isn't Planet Cybertron, this is Planet Master.
Yes.
That would, because that would work.
Yep, that would make me happy. That would make me very, very happy.
That would be a nice way to redo Headmasters without the Scorpion connection.
Yep. Want that now, please.
The Power Masters and Saga Masters.
Please.
Anybody else want to do anybody miniseries?
Yep. What do I want IDW to do next? 3 options.
Decent ongoing.
that would be nice.
Oh, decent ongoing.
No, I want Roshan Roberts, and I want them to write Grimlock Maximum Carnage, and I want them to show what Grimlock's doing now, after his whatever happened to him, after now his madness, now he's completely nutty insane. I want that story. It doesn't even have to be Grimlock being the main character.
But the Dinobots tracking him down.
Yeah, the Dinobots being a team, trying to bring their leader back from the brink.
That'd be cool, because you kind of do it as Magnus goes after him, gets whooped.
Yep.
Because he is so ferally insane, and then go and go get the Dinobots.
Only, though, if you saw it from Grimlock's point of view, and it was Magnus's body with Overlord's head, and everybody he sees is Overlord, and that's why he's going on this maximum death trail. Yes?
Can I just say one thing? Spoiler alert.
Look, if you haven't read... Actually,
Yeah.
no, I haven't spoiled.
No, I haven't spawned anything.
No.
But at this point, it's been out 2-3 months.
Yeah.
So if you haven't read it by now, shame on you!
Yeah. No, I've not spoiled any of the story as such.
It's not like we're saying what happens at the end of Red Dead Redemption, which I only found out last week.
My other choices
Go on.
are... I've forgotten. And I've forgotten.
Yeah, I'd really like
That
to
is
see
a great
that.
that would be
Obviously, I want IDW Firecons.
awesome. Yeah.
I was going to say...
But then again, I've got a story for that. They've dug up Gigatron's remains. From Gigatron?
No. Brian's gone. Who?
Gigatron. R.I.D. Megatron.
Alright, yeah.
Yeah. They've dug up his remains and built a cult around him. Sounds a little bit familiar, I understand. But I want Gigatron in the Firecon.
Should I try and kill him with a...
Alright.
Do your next one.
Very simply, Sentinel Prime.
From animated?
That'd be nice.
That's strangely, that was my first reaction as well. Sentinel Prime to me is not that orange dude who got beaten up by
No.
It's-
Well, not Sentinel Prime.
it's animated.
Sentinel Minor, so to speak. The character that's in the TF OCC magazine. The G1 version of Sentinel Prime.
Alright.
Who's an arse.
He's just
Well,
animated
he's not.
Sentinel
He's
Prime
not.
again.
He's not as much of an arse, but he's still got that smugness. But I want the arseness to come right to the core. I want that Sentinel, even if he comes in from another dimension,
He should be.
hunting Mirage, so we actually get an explanation for the Spotlight Mirage. And I want him to be an absolute dick.
Works for me.
Yep. Right.
The next question.
Yep.
Do you think it's strange that some of the behind-the-scenes people are as popular as the in the brand? As popular as the brand they are working on, e.g. Dave J. Wyatt. Now we discussed this earlier.
We did, yes.
We came to a very good point. We reckon it's because, as a fandom, we're getting older.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought this was very well highlighted in shameless plug for another podcast. Moonbase 2's interview with Townsend Coleman.
Yes.
Because he was saying that he was being introduced. People would be uptown. He would meet these kids, and the parents would go, "Well, this is the guy who's Michelangelo," and the kid would be like, "And he's not Michelangelo," and go off. When you're younger, you don't care.
No, because
that's just the voice of
it's hard to get the idea of this person in front of you is the person who is Michelangelo. Yeah.
But whereas when you're older, you tend to take more interest in stuff like that. For instance, now when it was like, "Oh, he's the guy," when I found out Townsend Coleman did Michelangelo, I was just like, "Holy crap, he did Michelangelo!"
Did Michelangelo
awesome.
and the Tick and Sentinel Prime?
I was just like, "Wow, that's awesome!" I think it's just just as you get older, you tend to be more interested in things like that.
Yeah.
You say to a kid, "Oh, Peter Cullen's being in the new Transformers series," and you go, "Who?" And you go, "He's the original Prime. He was the guy who did it in the movies," and then you go, "And?"
Yeah.
When you're younger, you don't care. You just want to watch it.
I'd be inclined to completely agree with you there.
Yeah, when you're younger, you care more about the actual character rather than who's bringing the character to life.
Yeah. Well, at the end of the day, when you're younger, what's on screen is what's on screen. It's that's the be-all and end-all. You don't think about... Well, the majority of kids don't think about everything that goes into that.
Yeah.
So.
I'll say that. I think that perfectly wraps it up. Though to a certain extent, I'm surprised about people like Dave J. Wyatt.
Well, I think
the designers, people who are really, really behind the lines, you would never see them.
But Derek J. Wyatt came to the fore quite early on, didn't he? He said, "I'm Derek J. Wyatt, and these are my sketches. These are the design works."
He's really actively done that.
Is it? It's the other guy that worked and animated. The other guy that came to the fore quite.
Sorensen?
No, it wasn't Sorensen.
Wasn't
Sorensen or Foster.
Don't know that.
He was one of the writers. No, name's gone. Yeah. But anyhow, he came out as well, and the pair of them made a point of being those people.
Yeah.
I mean, Derek J. White's got a Form Spring thing where you can just go and ask him questions, and he answers them quite quickly. And then you've got people like Bob Budiansky, who quite happily will sit and talk about his... Well, same with Flint Dilley. They'll quite happily sit and talk.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, other podcasters have had them on talking for hours and hours on end.
Yeah, another gratuitous plug for Jeremy Glenn.
I said others. I didn't say who.
Well, damn it, I'm just going to
Well, this is the show that just throws out all the other shows that you should be listening to.
We get slight mentions, but not a lot. We just throw about shameless plugging.
Yes.
Go listen to Back to the 80s.
Go listen to other shows, because they're better than we are.
Go listen to Back to the 80s, so Jer Bear might give me back my ears. He stole them.
Good thing that you bought these tumbleweeds, Rob. Yeah. I think we're done with this.
Yeah, unless Rob's got any opinions on it.
I wholeheartedly agree with both of you.
Okay, excellent.
For once.
Wow. Now, none of us touch, or else we might all disappear. I think the world's gone a bit weird. Yeah, I've been touched.
You have been listening to the Old Oil House. Come visit us at www.oldoilhouse.co.uk. Join the forums. Join the fun.